Well, today we are kicking off an important series right here on Newsy Live. It's called School Matters, and we're going to delve into the issues that are impacting students and families across the country. Today, we're taking a tough look at teacher shortages and how they're linked to teachers' mental health. From the COVID pandemic to the increase in school violence and the lack of resources, more educators have been leaving the profession. Now, many school districts are challenged with addressing teacher shortages while ensuring kids are provided a quality education. Newsy's Stephen Graddick explains how teacher burnout is threatening this new school year.
Teaching was a stressful job before the pandemic. Then add how COVID turned all of our lives upside down, and the job has become even more stressful.
For a really long time, the to-do list in education has just been progressively growing more and more demanding over time. And then as soon as COVID hit, that entire to-do list was kind of like kicked into the wastebasket.
In January, the National Education Association, the country's largest union, polled over 3,000 of its members. Over half, 55%, said they were more than likely to leave or retire from teaching earlier than expected due to the pandemic. That's almost double the number from 2 years ago.
Here are all these new things that we need you to do instead. And then as soon as school came back, instead of picking and choosing the most necessary items on each to-do list, they were like, okay, here's both to-do lists, both of which were already pretty unmanageable for one person. Have fun.
Teacher burnout from the pandemic goes hand in hand with a teacher shortage. But the shortage is not new. The NEA has been tracking the trend for the last 2 decades.
The reality is that not only have we had an educator shortage for a while, but the pandemic, just like everything else, it worsened it. We have more educators who are under more stress with less resources. More is being asked of them than ever before.
They are expressing the need to alleviate the burnout. And the burnout comes with the amount of planning it takes to plan for this new way of teaching. Teachers are experiencing double load. So if there's a shortage, that means that they're taking on additional students. Compound that with planning, it feels like you can't do enough.
According to the RAND survey, teachers are nearly 3 times more likely to report symptoms of depression than other adults. For Rebecca Rogers, leaving the classroom came down to being overworked, while administration consistently asked her to do more.
It was so demeaning on my mental health. During online learning, I was doing 18 hours a day trying to make these animated content videos for kids. And it didn't matter how much extra I was doing. It was almost like expected, And no matter what I did, it wasn't enough. But my mental health just couldn't take it. When I left, there were 3,000 vacancies in the county.
But it's not just that teachers are leaving the classroom. Districts are also struggling because there aren't enough students who are even pursuing the career.
We have been extremely concerned that we have seen the decline in the number of our college students who are choosing to go into the profession. And then the number of our new educators who are going into the profession, leaving the profession in this first 5 years. So this is something we've been following and working to try to address through policy and funding and training, and just encouraging people to go into teaching.
Unfilled job openings lead to more work and stress for those who are still in the schools. According to the NEA, caseloads for counselors and social workers have grown dramatically, just like the demands on teachers. And that has a direct link to students. Many need more support due to the pandemic.
They have to take care of themselves first so that they can take care of their students. And just like so many adults in our system right now, they're struggling to find those additional resources and finding the time to do it. If our teachers are not doing well, then our students aren't going to do well.
The NEA says the bottom line is clear. Teachers are not okay. Burnout and shortages are the biggest problems that need attention.
We are working together with educators all over the country and with mental health experts to provide educators with places to go and resources to support their colleagues and their schools and the entire community so that we can all heal together and help each other to do just that.
Stephen Graddick, Newsy.